So today, I'm actually going to show you a ship you can run on day one. From the very day that you begin Eve and you do one of those codes and you get 1,000,000 points or whatever it is, or even if you didn't get the 1,000,000 points, you know, training up for what this requirement of a ship requires is next to nothing. And the rewards are endless. So I'm going to start to take you through this ship here. This is called the Praxis. It's a battleship that any alpha can use on day one. So the very first thing here I want to show you is what the actual requirements of this ship are, and this is the joke. It's Spaceship Command 1. So like I said, you don't even need to have one of those 1,000,000 point combos because you can train this up right at the beginning of the game. Secondly, you can equip any one of these, and they're pretty much all the weapons in the game, and they all have a 25% bonus, 50% bonus to drones and hit point damage, and 37.5 bonuses to core and combat scanners. Taking a look at my fit here, this is just a fit that I use for an all-around ratting and such on a fairly cheap ship. Now you might be thinking to yourself, fairly cheap ship, this is loaded in at 172.3 mil. Well, as an alpha, there's just no way that you're going to reach that kind of money because you're not going to be able to run Tech 2 like I am. So my particular ship is a little bit better because I do have the Tech 2 stuff, but that's not important. What is important is all of these high slots. So you got 6 high slots, a ton of mid slots, a ton of low slots, and best of all, look at that cargo capacity. That's 1,200 metric cubes of cargo capacity. I can't tell you at like how awesome this is for when you're ratting or if you want to salvage and loot, which I'm going to get to a little bit later. On top of that, look at all of that drone space, 225 metric cubes of drones. Like, drones are so super clutch in this game, especially if you're like a big battleship missile boat like I am. And on top of that, if you have like a salvager or you wanted to put in like maybe a probe because you want to scan stuff down and you still want the ability to salvage, well, no problem really, because you just go into your drone bay and like look at all of the drones that I have here. I run a lot of lights just because the stuff that I have a hard time killing would be smaller stuff. And then I have the 5 salvage drones here to help me salvage if I need that. Plus, it comes with a frigate escape bay if you feel that it's not going to be reliable enough and gets blown up in level 4s. I can assure you this thing can handle just about any 3 out there, and it handles most 4s quite well. I wouldn't really feel the need to step up to my Navy Raven unless I just wanted a really fast clear. Now, back here in the space dock, we have a different praxis on a different character. On this particular character, I'm Alpha. This character has fully loaded out skills, and there's nothing I can do about that. It has as much as an Alpha can get. But that's not really what we're looking. That's not why I brought you here. I brought you here to show you this because I call this the Selvaxis. And this is basically like, I used to have a laptop. It's gone now, but I would run 2 accounts, basically one from my bigger CPU and run the main game and do whatever I'm doing. And then I would have this alt follow me around on my laptop, pretty decent Alienware laptop, but it died, so I can no longer do this trick. And I would have this alpha follow me around, and while I was going around killing stuff, I would have the Salvaxis here come behind me and actually salvage with all of these salvagers on them. And it has a core combat probe scanner and such, so I can track people down if I wanted to. Doesn't really have caps stableness to it because it was never meant to be around while I was fighting, because I also didn't want it to have like, you know, like stealing the bounties of my stuff. But as you can see, because I've increased the cargo hold, she holds like 2,487 metric cubes, still has all those drones, and then on top of it, like I said, 6 salvagers, the drones to defend you from all small stuff, And then it does have a multi-spectrum shield hardener and a actual booster in case you get into a little bit of trouble. So basically enough to get you to warp out and whatnot. And then I would also keep like multiple MTUs on there and just dump them in each zone and then go back to the area that's been cleared. Salvage plus the tractor pulls while you're not there, which is always nice. And yeah, I really wanted to show that to you guys because I hear a lot like, what should I be doing to make ISK? And salvage actually does pull quite a bit of ISK. It does. If you've got somebody like me who just wants to run around, kill all of the rats, and leave the salvage and the loot behind, then you're going to make a killing off of just following a guy like me around. And this is a good ship that you can do it in. I mean, they're running right now, and I mean, I'd be closest to like Do Dixie at the point right now, and we're talking like Do Dixie 157 million. Yeah, when you're first starting out, this does seem like quite a bit of money, but sometimes you can get help from a friend or whatnot, and now you know that this ship exists, and you can use it from day one. There is a smaller version of this ship as a battle cruiser form called the Genosis, and I may make a video on that sometime soon. It's a little bit cheaper, but I don't feel that it's as capable or makes the amount of money that this Praxis has made me ratting and salvaging. And so, my fellow capsuleers, I guess there's nothing left to do but to show you what it can actually do in combat. This here is a level 3 security mission, and I believe according to the details there, it was telling me that there should be a tackle around here somewhere, which is always nice. I love it when I get webified and warp disrupted. That's one of my favorite pastimes in EVE. And as you can see with my partial enduring target painter, even hitting these frigates with the very large battleship is not really a hard feat to do. It lands and gets a pretty clean shot. I could be dropping a mobile tractor too at this point to collect this loot and salvage it, but that's not really my bag, and I might do it in the next area, but definitely not this area here. Like that feature where allows you to recall your drones when you're about to take off without them. Just make sure I got my MTU on here. Okay, so yes, as we enter this next area here, there are certainly a lot of ships. And I will probably not record all of this, just show you the beginning of it. And then we will work our way through and I will show you the highlights. So to start off, I will leave this part in the video. Always make sure that if you drop your MTU to orbit it, because it's always best to make sure that you're orbiting something so that they can't get a clean shot on you, especially when you're as big as a battleship. But as you can see, and don't expect stuff to die for you as quickly as it does for me. I've been playing this game for a year, and I'm teched into it quite a bit. So, lots of paid skill injectors, lots of help from my friends and my brother and my corp. So many people to thank for all of my progress in this game. So, as I said before, I like to keep those salvaging drones on board just because they can do that kind of stuff for me, especially in a mission like this where I have to get something like the confiscated viral agents. Having them salvage while I'm killing stuff is just, it's a bonus. And as you can see here, I'm not struggling with this 3 at all. So, I was pretty bang on right when I said 3 million with my MTU and ammo off. It is 3 mil and 30,000. So, good to see I still haven't lost my touch. But we haven't gotten the full count in yet for what we actually got. So we got about half a mil um, off of the actual mission completion. And then we have another half a million so far from bounties for that one mission. I believe that we will be getting a lot more, considering that there's a lot more kills than just that right there. And we'll wait for those to roll in, and then I'll do the final tally then. I don't even know why I'm talking about this right now. Alright, so I've got next to no patience. So, as I said before, half a mil, plus the 3 mil of loot and salvage, brings the total to 4 mil. So if you think about it, in that one easy level 3 mission, if you were to make 4 mil a pop for each one of these missions, it wouldn't take you very long to actually accumulate enough money to buy a ship like mine with everything Tech 2 except the launchers and the weapons, which I didn't sponge for this particular ship for one reason or another. I can't remember why. But it's not important. What is important is that you now know about this ship and all of the great things it has to offer and the conveniences of ratting with a ship like this. If you're new to EVE, welcome Capsuler. If you're looking for more newbie advice on EVE Online, I highly recommend checking out the Twitch community. They will for certainly help you. You can go into any high volume chat channel and even just talk to the audience, and they'll be sure to help you out. If you like dance beats and house music, I suggest you go check out Mind One. He's always doing something fun and good. But for now, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by.